Welcome to the Appliance Boss channel. So today we're going to talk a little bit about what you can make as an appliance repair technician. So we'll break down how much it costs a customer to repair the appliances, what those expenses look like, what kind of training you may need and tools, but most importantly, how much can you take home as an appliance business owner versus a W-2. So check it out. You want to be an appliance repair technician, but you have questions. Mainly, how much money can you make? So let's break it down from the very beginning. What kind of skills or education do you need to be an appliance repair technician? One, you don't necessarily have to go to school or college. There's places where you can learn the skill. There's SSG, Academy, Dryers, Appliance Boot Camp. There's all types of schools around the country where they can explain or teach you how to repair appliances, the washers, the refrigerators, the dryers. Some specialize in others. Some specialize in business. Some specialize in technical training. So you don't necessarily need that formal education. I went to school, I'm a graduate of Purdue Technology, and I did a lot of consumer repairs for over 20 years now. I guess I'm getting old. But you don't necessarily need that to start when you're beginning. When you're starting out, just like any job, there's gonna be different levels. You're gonna have experienced technicians, you're gonna have the unexperienced technicians. You're gonna have technicians who are comfortable working with electronics and schematics. You're gonna have people who are more mechanically inclined, who just throw them a wrench and they can fix anything. There's specialties when it comes to appliance repair. Refrigerators, right? That's the one thing where even if you're mechanically inclined or you're good at electronics, it always throws someone for a loop. So obviously, one, the refrigeration repairs are going to yield you more cash on the repair, and they're going to be more costly for the customer, obviously. So let's break that down a little bit and go into the price of the actual repairs. So now that you understand what it takes or how much years of experience you need, when you're repairing a refrigerator, it can cost you anywhere from $350 all the way upwards to $1,200, $1,300 depending on the repair required, right? Especially if you have one of the newer refrigerators or one of these LGs or Samsungs, or you get a bad compressor. Those are the higher end. So you're looking at anywhere from $650 to $1,300 just for that repair, parts, and labor. Or on the lower end, when you have one of these landlord specials where the freezer's on top and your fresh food section below, those are your simplistic refrigerators, right? Those can yield you anywhere from $280 on the low end side, all the way up to about $450 on the higher end side, depending on the repair. So you're looking at a range, typically from about $280 all the way up to $1,300, depending on that experience. So when it all comes down to it, just because you know how to repair it, or you have the experience, or you know how much it costs, does that actually mean you're going to make the sale? Most people don't realize that when it comes to the appliance repair business, it's a customer service based business. So in order to be successful, especially when you're dealing with CODs, those cash on deliveries, you have to make a connection with the customer. So sales is important. Building that rapport, making the customer understand that you are the professional and you're providing them advice where they can make a recommendation to repair or replace. So if you can get your sales process down, you'll be more successful when it comes to closing rates, and that way you can actually receive that $1,300 when you tell them it's going to cost $1,300 versus spending $4,000 to buy a new refrigerator. So that's very important. Next, getting these customers. So you have all the skills, you have the tools, the training, you got your sales spew down, but nobody's calling you. So this is where you have to make that decision. Are you gonna work for somebody and utilize those skills where they're gonna give you work so that way you can, keep food on the table, obviously, because if you don't work, you don't eat. Or do you want to go out and find customers? So where are the customers? They're in your neighborhood. They're your neighbors, they're your family members, but I don't recommend family members, but they are. Everybody knows someone who owns an appliance. And everybody knows someone who appliance breaks. So your customers are all over the place. You have to be creative to go out, find them, engage with them with your branding to bring them in. You can have a website, social media presence like Instagram or Facebook, or you can use paid ads like Google or Yelp or Thumbtacks. But making that choice, do you want to be a technician where you collect a check, working for someone else? Or do you want to be the business owner where you collect a check and then sometimes don't collect a check and sometimes collect a check, where that check can be a lot larger than your normal 9 to 5. When you're first starting out as an appliance repair technician working for someone, you may have to start out in an internship level. So you may start out somewhere minimum wage, maybe plus $1 or $2. But the good thing about this business is if you can do the job, it'll show immediately. So there's no question. You go out, you fix, you leave. Now, if you can't do the job, you'll go out, you'll fix, you'll leave, and they'll call you right back because you did not fix it right. So this is one of these jobs where, basically when you're about 50, 60 calls in, you're gonna know if you're cut out for this or not, right? Now, if you just feel comfortable working for somebody, you can excel in the career, because if you understand all of the appliances and you can repair compressors and things of that nature, then basically you have the ability to be flexible. So you can take a lower end call that's $200, you can take a $1,300 call. And that's ideally what business owners are looking for. They're looking for somebody who has a skill set, a passion to understand and learn the industry, where you can go out and, take care of the customers in the community. Now, if you want to be a business owner, you definitely need to understand what appliance repair is, how to make the repairs, but there's a lot more to pack on with that. You can work for yourself independently as a 1099 for someone else, or you can do contract work or warranty work or things of that nature. But the thing with, if you want to expand, it's a totally different subject. We have to do a whole nother video about that. But when it comes down to it, as a technician, you can make, anywhere between $35,000 upwards to 50, 60, 70, 80,000 working for someone, depending on the area of the country. Or if you're a business owner, you can make anywhere from 50,000, that's kind of like the low baseline, upwards to about $150,000 if you're doing all of the calls yourself. Then obviously there's other expenses, gas, parts pricing, the cost of marketing, things like that to going into business. But when it all said and done, this is a great industry to be in. And if you want to have any questions about it, please comment below. Any questions, you can also join the group, Home Service Business Owners TTC. So again, that's Home Service Business Owners TTC on Facebook. Go ahead, join the group, check us out. You're welcome. So thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and give this a like if this was helpful at all. Have a good one. Peace.